chaotic last days of U.S. operations in Afghanistan.
I'm going to try and do these in 3-minute clips because I'm going to upload them to TikTok as well as YouTube.
Of the new Afghanistan tonight on the World at 7 o'clock.
I have no idea really what I'm doing, how this stuff works, so be patient. Doing my best.
Support comes from Formidable Asset Management. For market news, commentary, and more, you can check out our podcast, Tea and Crumpets.
So, sitting here waiting right now for my daughter to come out of school. And I really don't know what to say, but I know that there's one thing that I do want to do. I would like to, I really enjoy radio, like talking. I enjoy talking on the radio. I enjoy listening to talk radio. I would think it would be a pretty cool job to be a radio broadcaster, you know, or a comedian, but I truly don't, like, I feel like those are far-fetched ideas, and it's like those hopes and dreams as a kid. Like, I truly feel like I'm overgrounded sometimes. Like, I don't, like, yeah, it's possible, it could happen, but, like, I mean, how far, it's pretty far-fetched that, like, you know, but who knows? Like, I mean, you gotta do is try. So, I don't know.
I'm Tanya Mosley in Los Angeles.
And I'm Scott
I don't know.
in Washington, D.C. It's here and now.
I'm funny, but most of the time I'm funny randomly. Like, I don't have any jokes. I can't remember a joke to save my life. I swear to God. And a lot of it has to do with my mood as well. So, what I'd like to do is to just share my story. But the problem is I'm so sporadic and, God, there's so much. Just trying to get in line, and first thing I got to do is talk about it and find out what there is to talk about, what is interesting to other people. What I would like to talk about is everything, because it helps me to understand. I get to, when I speak about it and talk about it, I get to re-examine it again, because I overthink in my mind. I think way too much. I've had trauma. I was molested as a child.
Wolves would encourage the adult wolves to relocate, and the USDA.
And like, when I say that, like,
use non-lethal methods, but in some cases,
I had a great childhood. Some things happened that were weird, that
and I talked to
the only way, without going into deep fucking conversation, like, and explain it, is, would say that. But, like, you know, it was more or less from another child, but they were older than me, but, you know, not that much older. But from my opinion, it would be against my will, because I was so young and I don't remember. But at the same time, I don't blame them, because it's not their fault. They were young as well. They were a child as well. So, you know, I don't blame anyone. Okay, now what I would say, my parents, they should have paid more attention. But at the same time, like, what do you say? Like, you blow it off most of the time. You know, my mom lived in a false reality where she made her own reality where the world was perfect, and, you know, bad things didn't happen. But, you know, that was due to her trauma as well. A lot of shit going on there. I mean, she lost her brother at the age of, he was 7, I believe. He died in his sleep. Brain tumor. A couple houses burnt down. Her dad left when she was a kid. Mom worked 2 jobs. She raised her 3 sisters and moved away to California when she was 18 with my dad, because he joined the military. And yeah, and then I had my sister and me. And
108 livestock. This is a state that has more than 2 million cattle.
I don't blame her, because I do the same thing, to try and, like, why think about all the negative stuff? Because I can think about the negative stuff and I can get upset, like, but I don't choose to deny it. Like, I don't choose to deny that this bad stuff's happening. I think sometimes I overreact, and I think that more bad things are happening than are. But I truly feel like I'm pretty darn secure in my mind. I feel like I'm pretty sane and all that, but at the same time, like, I don't know, and I question daily, like all I have to do is not question, but then I do. And, you know, I think about the people that
Some of them were
like
back
that
when
struggle with mental illness, and it's like, God, like the people that are out there alone. And the crazy thing is like there's so many people, so many ways to connect to people. There's so many people that are alone. And I know it seems like lately there's been a lot of push for, like, they've been talking about mental health and stuff way more, and that's awesome, you know. But the problem is obtaining that help.
We're kind of kicked off that Wildlife Services has been and so they filed a public records request.
Sorry, a stink bug got in my car. But access, and most of the people that need this type of care are people that are unable to obtain it, or their lives are too chaotic for them to be able to maintain, you know, consistent therapy or consistent treatment. They don't have proper housing. Their housing either isn't sufficient enough. They don't have transportation. They don't know about it. They're not educated. They're not knowledgeable about this. They don't have any way of, you know, and it's crazy. Like, I mean, there's so many people out there struggling. You know, I was homeless for a while due to my drug addiction, and, you know, and it's insane, like how many people are down there, and and most of them they're helpless, and it's so hard. I mean, so hard to try and get help down there. Like, I mean, either you're going to all these different places and you don't have transportation, you're walking everywhere, you're carrying all your stuff, you have nowhere to leave your stuff. It's fucking crazy, like, and so hard. And you think most people, by the time they're homeless, they're fucking out of their minds, they're losing their minds, they're fucked up, abused, abandoned, and they don't know what's going on, and it sucks. Like, I was so fucking out of it, like, it was just mentally fucked just because of everything that happened the way. I was just, took me a while to get. Thank God I had a friend that was down there living downtown homeless, and I went down there, and he kind of showed me the ropes a little bit, and thank God. I mean, it's crazy. Like, there's so many people that I just would love to help, but at the same time, like, I can't help them because I'm still barely surviving, helping myself. Like, I would say I'm sober since the beginning of the year. I got high like once or twice, I believe, since then. Drug of choice was methamphetamines, heroin, marijuana. I mean, I smoke weed often. I'd like to quit because I feel like it does affect my mental stability. Just affects my consistency, my mood, so many things. And so I would like to either reduce or eliminate that. But I struggle in my head by myself, things that I cannot put into words ever, hardly ever, or there's not the right person for me to talk to put it into words, or I've been judged and hurt so much that I don't trust anyone to fucking put it into words. But my God, I sit there in my head so often, and like, I know with a couple of my friends like that I work with, my one buddy struggles from mental health issues and addiction issues, and you know, and I see the depression in him, you know what I mean? I can see his mood fluctuate and stuff, and you know, it sucks because I know what it feels like, and I just want to, you know, help him, like, you know, I just want to help, like, but I don't even know the way yet. I know the way I'm doing it, but most of the time when someone's at that point, for them to go add other things into their life, especially if they don't know they're going to help, or they're going to add extra stress, it's nearly impossible for them, or they're too depressed to go get the help. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. And I hope that I can one day do what I can to freaking help other people. But man, I tell you what, right now I gotta focus on myself. And me doing this, sharing my stuff, even if no one sees it, or no one watches it, or no one likes it, or posts it, or whatever it is, shares it, or swipes it, I don't care. Like, it helps me to just talk. Like, I feel like I'm still actually talking to someone, you know, less than being in my head thinking to myself, talking to all the people that are in my head that are listening. they want to hear it, and then you get misinterpretation because they're in their own heads, and then like I don't even know if half of it's real. So I mean, I believe it is, but then I have so many questions because there's so many unknowns. But I try not to question them things. I try not to go with it and have faith in God that everything is the way it's supposed to be, and I just need to keep moving forward and trucking on, and today will get better and tomorrow will be better. You know, I may hit a hiccup, I may fuck up, I may make a mistake, but I can't beat myself up about it. I have to keep my emotions in check, my anxiety, my frustration, my anger. I have to keep all these things in check and monitor that. It's my responsibility, okay? There may have been plenty of people that have hurt me, caused trauma to me. May have been plenty of things in this world, in my life, that have hurt me and caused problems. There may have been many things that have happened that I can't change that caused this. So, you know, I can't fret about, oh man, I wish I would have done it. Fuck it, I did it, you know, own it. It's over. I may not want to talk about it with just about everybody, but, you know, like, I know I did it. I'll talk about it with certain people that I feel comfortable, that I don't feel judged by, you know. It's crazy how we don't talk about our interactions and the way we feel each other's emotions and feelings through our visual communication. Like when we look at someone, we can see how they feel because we are a person too. So, but we'll get to that later. I have to go. I'm not going to do this while I drive. So, thank you. I love you guys. Love God. Thank you, God, for everything. And let's hope this life will get better. I feel like it will. It seems like it is. Just gotta have hope. Bye.